Hi everybody, thanks for joining me here. My name is Sari Cecilia, and today I want to talk to you about how to make time to be creative. If you are a creative person and you enjoy the creative process, and you find that you're using the excuse that I don't have enough time to be creative, then this is the video I made for you. So it's just a little bit about me. I've been a practicing artist since I was 6, so a long time, and I found a way to include art into my life on a daily basis, so that I can keep my creative energy, my creative juices going, so that I can feel alive. Because if you're anything like me, if you're not creating, if you're not doing something creative, something just feels odd or wrong, or you can fall into depression, you can fall into anxiety, you can fall into some frustration. So for some of us who are very creative, art is a way of keeping us sane. Really, it's a way of our family tolerating us. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's true. I know for myself that's definitely true. So I guess the creative process can be something that is part of my life force, my energy, my way of feeling good, of feeling balanced, of feeling real, of feeling happy. So I want to help those of you who are interested in integrating some creativity into your daily life. And yesterday I said I would tell you that in 3 steps. So here we go. 3 basic steps. So the first step that I took was to discover what it was about creativity and the way it made me feel. So why was it important in my life, and what was my life like without the creativity? So, and that wasn't hard to do. I mean, for a good 8 years, I wasn't creative. I cut it off, and because I thought I had to be in work mode, I thought I had to make a living, and everybody used to tell me that you can't make money from art, and I believed it. It was all conditioning, and I didn't go for my dream and go for my art. So I cut it off, and yeah, I did fall into a depression. I did fall into a work mode. I became a bit of a robot. So if you can relate to that, then bring back creativity into your life and you'll start to feel the difference. So the first step is to basically acknowledge what it is that you want to bring your life. What does art bring into your life? How does it make you feel? What does it make you do? And notice the difference. Compare your life without art. And if you're not creating every day now, you can easily access that feeling. And then what you hope that art will bring into your life, what you want it to be. It is a way of making you happier, or it's a creative energy that helps you feel balanced, or it can be a form of meditation and therapy for you. So as well as just beautifying the world and making the world more beautiful. So that is the first step, is to actually find out what it is that you want from art, what you want from creativity, and what you want it to bring for you into your life. And that may help if you're journaling it. Write it down and see how you feel about art and what you want it to do. The second step is to make a plan to integrate it into your life. So the first thing you need to do in this second step and making a plan is look at your non-negotiables. What are the things on a daily basis that you absolutely have to do? All right. If you have children, they're obviously going to be on that list. If you have a family, I want you to put that on that list, because those are the daily things that have to be done. Taking the kids to school, feeding the kids, attending to your relationships, all of those things. Put those on your list of how you're planning this way, so that you don't feel guilty about your creative process, because there's nothing worse than using your creative time thinking you have to be sane, or because you want to, and then starting to feel guilty about those things that are pressing on you on your daily life. We don't want them to clash. There is a way to integrate the daily activities that need to be done and your creative process. So once you have a list of all your non-negotiables, I call them, things that have to be done on a daily basis, write those down. Okay, so on the third step is when you are scheduling those non-negotiables, you will start to see gaps. The third step is seeing the spaces you have available for creating. I love color coding things, so I'm just going to quickly flash you my list there, which is all color coded. So the ones that I have that I want to create a routine around, I put as non-negotiables. Things that include building my business are non-negotiables. I have a beautiful dog, and she's like my child. I don't actually have children, but she's like my child, so I put her in as well. So what I want you to do in this third step is when you're actually scheduling things in, do it hour by hour. So you know, and this may sound daunting to some of you, but it really works. It really helps you get that time to be creative. So hour by hour, day by day, you will know exactly when, what you'll be doing in every hour, so that you can see everything is being done. You become more organized, more efficient with your time because you know what you're doing. And then you can see the spaces that you have to create time to be creative. For me, I like to work in chunks. So I like to have my creative times on Sunday. So from 8 o'clock on Sundays till 4:30, I am phone off, and I can afford that luxury because I don't have children or a pressing family, so I can afford that luxury of doing that. I'm not suggesting that you do that, but find a time, even if it's for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, to be creative every day. That is sufficient. We are live and there is a dog barking in the background, so apologies about that. So make a schedule of the time that you are going to dedicate with the phones off, the dog's not barking, of when you're going to be creative. And some of you, if you have children, can include your children in that and have them enjoy the creative process with you. If that's something that calls to you and that you want to do, if it's going to be me time where you want to do it on your own, you can just schedule in the time of when you can do that after you put in all your non-negotiables, so it becomes like a freedom time, a me time, an enhancing time, an empowering time for you, because your creative process is really important for your well-being. If you're anything like me, it is really important for keeping balance, happiness, and a good energy around you. It really creates a different vibe, and you will start to treasure that time and having that time nourish you. So that is really, really important to do. The hardest thing that is going to you're going to find with this challenge, it is a challenge to find creative time, is to sit down and actually schedule out your time. It does take a little while, on tops half an hour of sitting down and looking at, okay, what am I doing Monday morning? What happens if you work full time? Block that in as well. When do I eat? And all of that detail is going to help you to really see how much time you actually do have, because most of us have more time than we think. And we just feel like we don't have time because there's the pressure of doing things, everything at once, demands, family demands, everything at once. So you feel like you don't have time. But when you write it down and you schedule it hour by hour, hour by hour, hour by hour, you will see that you do have time. I bet you do have time. So that is my message for today. And if you're finding this video valuable, just give me a like. That's my dog in the background there. Just send me a like so I know that you are enjoying this content, and it brings you some help or some way of being creative. Or if you can think of somebody that will value from this video, please share it with them. I would love for them to see this, to help them in some way. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. And tomorrow is Wednesday, so we're going to look at some meditation techniques and tips for you to help you in your meditation for the week, or if you're wanting to start meditation. Okay, until tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.